Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Corporate Success Community Hall of Fame interview series. And just like all other interviews, we have one more silver star with us. We have Alkesh Shah with us. Now, before I go to Alkesh, first of all, I'd like to give a quick gist about what this space is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, in our community, in our silver membership, we have multiple levels of recognition. And the highest level of recognition is being a silver star. So whosoever you see here with me, trust me, it takes a lot of efforts, a lot of emotional investment, a lot of commitment. You need to be there in the process, and that's how you click it. You're there. So I'm really, really grateful, and I really appreciate everyone who joins me here because they have won the title of being a silver star. So without any further ado, I directly go to Alkesh. And first of all, I would like to congratulate Alkesh. Alkesh, I'm really proud of you and
Thank you.
congratulations that you have won this title of Silver Star.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alkesh. And I would like to give a quick gist about Alkesh to all the viewers. Alkesh, he's into sales, selling ERP solutions for 31 years. That's a huge,
Oh,
long tenure.
yeah.
And he has been serving verticals like automobile, the retail industry, and the accounting departments as well. And currently, he is a trusted advisor in two companies. He also coaches people in sales, leadership, relationship, and he also has a vision to become a mindfulness and minimalist coach. And that I'm really looking forward to, Alkesh. I'm really excited for you and a lot of power to your vision. And I
Thank you so much.
and I'm
Thank you.
sure you are going to rock it. Yes,
Yeah.
Alkesh, to
Thank
you.
you so much. I always start ICMM when I talk my wins and breakthroughs. That I start with gratitude, my super gratitude to Alok, to your parents for such a lovely child they have got into this world. Super gratitude to my ICMM community and gratitudes to my parents and the family.
Fantastic. So just a quick the ICMM that Alkesh is mentioning, it is Inner Circle Masterminds. We
Yes.
do every single Sunday as a part of our community commitment. Yes. So Alkesh, to begin this conversation, and I like to begin the conversations from this point that what brings you to mindfulness or what brings you to this community? I mean, we all are totally involved in our day-to-day things and responsibilities and a lot of other stuffs that we do. And what brought you here? I'm really curious about that.
Well, for me, mindfulness is basically awareness, actually. To live in the present moment. The journey started way long back, actually. I come from a Guju Vaishnav family, and since childhood, we were taught the prayers, the pujas to maintain the sanctity and everything like that. And we were following up, and we were happy that religion keeps you grounded, keeps you calm and everything. But around at the age of 30, I thought I should move into spiritualism, where my master says that where religion ends, spiritualism starts.
Amazing.
So I found, or rather, the master found me. I joined heartfulness meditation, where it is led by the master Daji, and it was lucky enough to practice, and I still practice for almost like about 20 years. And meditation has helped me a lot in terms of being a sales, corporate sales targets, morning, evening targets. Pressures were there. I was not able to handle it, but yes, meditation did help me in doing my work-life balance properly. Then at the age of 40, because of you don't take care of your health, I started doing yoga. Yoga fascinated me, and then it was so involved that the institute made me a teacher also. So I also now a yoga instructor. So I learn and teach also. I learn and teach also. Meditation was, I read about the books, and then I found that there was something called conscious life, consciousness, inner self, mindful living. These things were, going on the back of my mind that I was, not getting the answers properly. So I started reading a lot about mindfulness. That time the Google started, Google was not there when I started my sales career. We had to read the books. So it gave me a lot of access to the data. Then I found my father of mindfulness. Thich Nhat Hanh. And I was amazed by his voice, his calmness, his poise. I read a lot of his books, and I was amazed with his, favorite quote I like about is that walk as if you're kissing earth with your feet. I mean, that was the amazing thing. I mean, it shows that how much calm you have in your actions, in your body, and everything. But still, I was not convinced. Again, I started reading books. Then I found a guy called Joshua Becker. Joshua Becker is my mentor for minimalism. That fascinated me a lot. And at the age of 40, I started practicing minimalism. And it was so that I today I live my minimalistic life in terms of material things and minimalistic life in terms of keeping those thoughts in my mind also. But still, the curiosity did not decrease. It was still doing. I was not getting the answers actually.
Mm.
Then I said that let me do a certification in mindfulness. I browsed Udemy and did a certification from Natalia and the thing, and still I was not satisfied. Well, this is not the answer I want. I want to practice it. These are basically all theory and videos where they teach you. I can read in different books also on that. Then, thanks to your digital marketing team, Karan and team, they are so good, so good. Their SEO and SEO levels are so strong. The Google Ads. I found you on Instagram. And
Mm.
you know that once you click on Instagram, automatically you get those posts in Facebook. Then I clicked on LinkedIn. And then it started pouring every day because you click it automatically as you give your ratings, it comes on your first page.
Yes.
I started liking you actually. Then I followed you for almost like 1 year, almost like 1 year. Then COVID came. Then I was still not satisfied. Well, being a sales guy, always supported that you should have systems, you should have data, you
Yes.
should have processes, you should have things to do properly. I mean, if
Mm.
A thing happens, you have to do this. If B happens, you have to do this. Plan A, plan B, like that. Then I attended your masterclass.
Uh,
I think I attended your three masterclasses.
oh, is it?
Three
Oh,
masterclasses
lovely.
silently, actually, silently.
Yeah.
Then, one fine day, Sunday, my daughter saw me a little happy. I said, "What happened, Dad?" I said, "I got that aha moment." I said, "I found that guy where I wanted to connect with him." And
Mm.
that's how the dots got connected.
Oh, lovely.
Without any questions, without anything, daughter just picked up because at that time when she came in, your payment gateway was on.
Ah,
I said,
yeah.
that's enough. I saw the happiness on your face. I think he's the right guy. Even I like him. I mean, he has the vibes, he has the energy. And she took my card and paid. That's it.
That's lovely.
But I said that he's good, but he's not expensive like Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
So how can somebody be good and not expensive like that? But then she gave me a good answer. This generation gave me that he heard you about that your mission thing, and
Ah,
said that he's good, but he has a mission to do in his life. So I think that he's the right guy, and that's how the dots connected, and I got connected with you.
awesome. Awesome. Thanks to your daughter.
Yeah, it's a
What's her
journey
name?
that her name is Akshita,
Akshita. Huh?
and she's also a good content writer, and she has attained a level in Toastmasters where she has got awards internationally for evaluation
Oh,
thing like that.
lovely. Lovely. Awesome.
So
Awesome. Awesome.
this is my small journey what I had done with you actually. Yeah,
No, I'm able to see a lot of dots getting connected in terms of
connected.
your
Yeah,
inclination towards whether it is spirituality, whether it is, you know, having that essence and that um, texture from Daji as well, the heartfulness. Um, I would like to, know more about, you said that you were in sales, Alkesh,
yeah,
and I understand. I completely connect with you on the sales part because I come from sales and I know the kind of pressures that we have, especially month ends and the QBRs and the monthly meetings that we have. And then there is a lot of ambiguity. You never know when you're going to get your targets, when you're not going to achieve your targets, and then all that overthinking that starts. Abhi kya hoga? The meetings and what will I answer, etc., etc. I would like to know from you, how did your practice, your yoga, your meditation, how did that help you in your sales journey? Because I'm asking you this question because there are a lot of people who would be watching this interview later on, and maybe they would be from sales or maybe
yeah.
business development. Yeah.
Sales is always, high pressure job. I started my sales career as a sales trainee in a company, and I came out of that company as a senior vice president. So I have, been on all the stages of my, sales career of trainee, managers, VP, and everything. And you are, as you are from a corporate world, every day morning your director or CEO expects that what's coming in today.
Yes.
Earlier, we used to work on annual targets that went down to, half-yearly targets, then quarterly targets, then it became to monthly and weekly targets. So there
Mm,
was not a single day where you felt that, nahi yaar, I mean, something will be good today. So
mm,
that was eating away my, balance between my work and my family. Then, as I said, Daji, when I came into meditation, at least I could control my, anxiety levels at that time. Where, if I do meditation, I knew that my nerves were coming down. But then, if I had found you at the age of 30, mindfulness, I would have not gone through all these things actually, because I know what you have taught in the, our mindfulness coaching, what you have done it. But yes, when I said yoga, yoga teaches you holistically to stay calm in your body. It teaches for your body. There are very good asanas, there are very good breathing techniques where, your body is balanced actually. I
yeah.
mean, you're not stressed out, but then again, it all depends on your thought process, how you want to take the stress and not. It's
Mm,
not that you don't go through stress. Everyone goes through stress in their life. But
yes.
how you control it, how you manage it. I mean, in a say that, mindfulness actually, we say, if you want, you can go to a stage where you go to a depression level and take medicines. But
Mm,
if you know how to handle your mind, I mean, I always believe that if this guy becomes your boss, you're done. You
mm,
need to be boss of this guy. That's
yes.
always a principle. You can't allow your mind to become your boss. You have to be your boss. I mean,
Fantastic. I completely agree to that. जैसे वो कहते हैं ना, मन ही तुम्हारा शत्रु है, मन ही तुम्हारा
correct,
मित्र है. Yes.
correct.
Uh,
Plus,
so
all those expectations from people, I mean, you also feel that people should appreciate you. You always want to come on the top. You always want to achieve targets. You want promotions. You want money, everything. That is equal to stress. If you can't manage that, then there is no point having that much of, having a, like you have that a monk who sold Ferrari. If you
yeah,
have a Ferrari also, if you don't have balance in your life, there's no point having a Ferrari also.
amazing. Yes, yes, yes. So Alkesh, if I have to ask you that today, if you compare that Alkesh with this Alkesh, what is the
Oh,
difference?
lot of change, lot of change. But before that, I would like to share when I joined you and you started your, consuming your modules actually, how
Ah,
it started, how it started. I mean, people should know that it's just not that paying the money coming on a Sunday thing and, you pushing people to consume the modules and you find that half the people are not doing it. But I would like to share on this platform that how you actually consume the modules
yeah.
that everybody should know about it.
Mm,
Basically, see, you should decide that do you want to live accidentally or you want to live a conscious life.
mm, mm.
सुबह उठ के अगर समझो you want to just work as a robot or you want to live consciously that you want to live like this. That's the basic thing you have to digest it first. That you
Yes.
have to live a conscious living life. Okay. Then the first time when I did your modules, the modules what you have given in the master class, I completely consumed the modules just listening to it. Okay, at that time I had I had told you I had a fracture on my leg, so I was
Yes.
getting enough time and I wanted to complete it. I finished the modules, I read completely and understood that what is there, what is not there in that.
Mm,
Okay,
mm, mm.
what is there, what is not there in that. So I know that okay, there is something called stress, triggers, like that. Then I did second round. I did listening again and prepared notes on that.
Oh, lovely.
I
Mm.
noted down everything. I paused every sentence because I wanted to note down every punchlines what you say. I'm going to write a small book in coming down the line, seeing all your videos that you give lovely analogies and punchlines. I'll write a book on that and share
Thank
with you some months down the line.
you. Sure.
After doing that notes, I said, now let me do a self-evaluation. There
Mm,
is something like, strategic mindfulness where you do a self-evaluation.
mm,
There I found that there is something like stress pointers, if you have these different kind of stresses, which part of the body affects when you have stresses. I
mm,
mean, then how the triggers come into your body and how you have to control the triggers like that. I did everything. I digested everything and that. But then I realized that will I go back to the book or the notes if I get something? This is not what I want.
mm.
अगर मुझे गुस्सा है तो थोड़ी मैं बुक खोल के देखूंगा यार what
Exactly.
did Alok say. So how
Mm,
do I do that? Then I went back to my basics. I said, let me prepare my flow chart. I prepared a flow chart like we prepare in IT. I mean, if
mm.
A happens, what you do. If B happens, what
Yes.
you do. Then I prepared the all flow charts and kept it ready. Like these are the things I need to practice them. Okay, so I
Awesome.
said, now let me practice it. As I read Thich Nhat Hanh that you have to do mindfulness on a daily basis. You said that you have to do organic mindfulness and structured mindfulness.
Structured mind. Yes.
So I did my organic mindfulness that, I had a plan. I did walking as my mindfulness that I was aware that I was walking.
Mm.
Second day I did, that I was eating. So I was actually eating and I was realizing that what I'm eating. Usually, people, I mean, today people, 8 out of 10 guys just eat it. They don't realize what they've eaten it. So
Yes.
I practiced for a day that what I'm putting in my mouth, I was chewing it. The food was going inside my food pipe and going in the stomach. Second, I did that. Third day, I was doing, driving. That, let me do a mindfulness driving. That how you are driving like that.
Mm.
Then I said, let me do a mindful talking, mindful listening. So I did everything one day like that. Then I increased to two. Okay, I
Awesome.
did walking and talking one day, and then slowly in a month, I said I was doing completely in a day that I was doing a
All the
mindful,
activities. Yeah.
all the activities mindfully. कोई पूछेगा क्या है मतलब I know that I'm walking, my steps are walking. I know. Then I said structured mindfulness. You said that breath work. Breath work was excellent. I mean,
Yeah.
in yoga, you do Kapalbhati, Bhastrika, everything, but you can't do Kapalbhati sitting in a car or in a meeting. But your
Yes.
2 minutes of meditation really helps when you do that thing. Actually. So that's the difference between a yoga, breathing exercises and your breath work like that.
Yeah. The conscious breathing.
The conscious breathing and that. So that helped me a lot. For a month, I practiced that organic and structured mindfulness. So I got a hang of it now. कि बुखार आया तो डोलो लेने का है पेट में दर्द है तो मेरे को ये लेना है अगर
Mm.
एसिडिटी है तो जेलिसिल लेना है I knew that these are my stress points, these are my triggers actually. So I knew very well that how I have to practice like that.
Mm.
Then the concepts of your prime came. Then I started
Oh,
using
yes.
cat. Then I started using your act. I started using your poem. Then I started using your piece. Everything was there. It has its own advantages, and you should know when to use it. That is very
Yes.
important on that. And
Mm.
that happens only when you start practicing it. Reading will not help.
Mm.
Reading will definitely not help on that. Then I said, "Hey, this is becoming an automatic process. You have triggers, you have, controllables or not. Yeah, controllables and non-controllables are very important.
Yes.
They are the excellent part of it. You should know what is in control, what is in not control. I mean, other day, my wife was asking, and she forgot to put salt in some of the food. I did not tell anything. I just ate it. She asked my daughter, "What happened? Why your dad didn't say anything?" Then she said, Mom, dad is a changed person now. He'll not tell anything to you." I said, I don't want to become like that. But I said,
Yeah.
that's okay. It happens. कभी
Mm.
भूल गया होगी. So that is my controllable. I mean, I know that कि मुझे control करना है. I could have just raised it कि नमक नहीं डाला क्या हुआ. Like
Mm.
this, I was waiting that I should get angry. People never wait that. I wanted to know that is it controlling or not. So I was
Mm.
coming into a situation where I should get angry on that, but it never happened.
What's
Slowly,
triggering you? Yeah.
what's triggering me? Then I said I should not have many triggers actually. Then I achieved at a level where my triggers also reduced.
Oh, lovely. Mm.
Why should I have so many triggers? I mean, let's say I started with 25 triggers, and I know what happens if the trigger happens actually. And my favorite was, calm on demand.
Oh, yes.
Calm on demand is my favorite. I can demand that calm anytime. I can
Mm.
demand. I'm telling you, I repeat, I can demand that. And my anchor is breath work.
Yes.
Simple as that. 2 minutes, I'm telling you, you have anxiety, you get stuck in traffic, you've got palpitations, I'm telling you, you just do calm on demand. You demand that calm should come to you, period. That's all.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
it's my what do you call effort. It is my right to have calm in me. I
Yes.
mean, why should you not feel calm? I mean, you're born as a human being. You should live happily and live in calm and peace. You should not buy calm and peace. It should be on demand, actually.
You should be in charge. Yes.
It should be
Yes.
charged. So I
Mm.
practice calm on demand, holistically throughout like that. And then I came across something because I joined in July and I
Uh-huh.
started my ICMM since August last.
Yes.
I was enjoying this because it's such a lovely thing you do in ICMM and you love get to hear 3 questions every week. Then I
Yes.
got to know about the inner circle library.
Oh, yes.
I am not sure that most of the guys have not realized the value of inner circle library. Actually, it
Mm.
has host and loads of knowledge and direction with 3 questions every week. If
I
you
call it as a
multiply,
gold mine.
I told you other day in ICM that it's a gold mine. I mean, something which You spend at least do one ICMM of past once a week. That's enough, I'm telling
Oh,
you.
yes.
That's enough. Three
Mm,
questions, you listen to it, and the way you answer it, the way you put forward the energy, the way you explain to people, it is just awesome. It's
thank you.
just awesome. I mean,
Thank you.
I
Thank
know the other thing why I joined because I felt those vibes actually. I believe in those vibes. If I go to some place, I know the vibes are not good. I start get breathless and I just pull up that.
you.
So after you practice meditation for almost like 20 years, you get that sensitivity in your body that if the vibes are not good in that area, you don't feel good.
Mm,
I have attained that level with the help of my master and blessing of my master that I know that area is not good. I should not stay there. I just moved out that place. That's all.
mm,
And the end, all these things, what I say is this implementation is the key. If you don't practice,
yeah.
it's no use. I mean, it took me, as I said, 20 years to come down to this level to understand what is mindfulness. And then I found you. The best part, what you do is, Alok, I'm not trying to, keep flabbergast or, trying to motivate you that you'll give me those things. It is from my heart that you must have done. I can say confident that you must have done excellent research on books, research on studies, everything. Then only you came out with such excellent framework.
Thank you.
People read it. People will read 10 books, but they cannot get just out of that and make a framework, which you have done it.
Thank you. No, the
I
thing
am
is,
I am really impressed with. I mean, that's the way I got connected because
yeah,
coming as a sales background, you have given a framework where people are get easy to follow you. I mean, it's very easy to do that. But yes, you have to follow it.
you have to
Knowing
keep
something and not
doing it,
doing, and it's just like not knowing it.
not
It's
knowing
it's
it.
it's your it's your favorite quote. I mean,
Yes, yes,
awareness is the key. That's it.
yes. No, in fact, while you were sharing this, I was just making notes, and I think um, you gave a very important step-by-step framework to all our listeners, especially how to learn and how to remember and how to implement. So I
Yeah.
just made a list of 5 steps that you just gave, and I'm sure everyone who is going to listen to this, watch this, will really get benefited out of it. Number one, what Alkesh said is, whatever material, whatever content you have, you listen to it. Just go through it. Just run through it so that you at least have a gist of ki andar hai kya. You will get to know that, okay, what is there, what is covered, etc., etc. You will get a upper view of it. Then number two, what Alkesh said is, then you dive a little deeper into it and start making notes. And that's where, you pinpoint all the important things out there. Number three, what he said is, then it is the time where you self evaluate, because that is just pure content, black and white. But when you evaluate yourself based on what is given, that's when you are converting the generalized data into personalized data, because now you're actually seeing that from your life's perspective. And many times breakthrough happens there. Then the next step, what Alkesh said is, then you create your flow chart. Flow chart in the sense, you should know when to apply what. Because today, knowledge is not a problem. We get knowledge on internet, you have it on your YouTubes and your, you know, lot of documentaries out there. We have Chat GPT today. But the thing is, what to use when. So you should know the trigger and the solution. And then Alkesh talked about practice. Now you start putting it into practice so that it becomes your natural way of dealing with things. Awesome, Alkesh. Fantastic. I'm really happy that you shared this along with your entire experience.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
This taught me, why? Because I'm a vivid reader. I've been reading books, and someone said that the best gift what you can give to a children is a library, actually.
oh, lovely. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, that's the best gift what you can give to a children. I mean, so I have my own small library. I keep buying books. I keep buying wantedly because I see in the front of my eyes that I have to read so many books yet. So I keep buying it. तो मुझे टारगेट रहता है कि मुझे पढ़ना है. And
Yeah.
after each book, I prepare my own summary on that, which I keep in that book. So I don't
Mm.
have to refer back the whole book again. I just open my summary that what is there in this book, what I've learned it. So I can just open the book and see the summary. That's how I follow my practice.
Awesome, awesome. No, seriously, I'm learning a lot from you.
Oh, no way, no way. You're my mentor. I always been a mentor in my whole life, actually. And I mean, then And I was lucky to have good mentors in my sales career. Then it so happened that when you're going to airport, suddenly one boy comes and touches your feet. Sir, मैं आपके पास 20 साल पहले काम किया था, which you don't
Mm.
remember also. And you feel happy that you have trained someone like that. But now
Yes.
I wanted that I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn yoga. I wanted to learn mindfulness, and I found the right guy.
I'm humbled, Alkesh. Um, Alkesh, if I go back to this category of people who are in sales. Now, the reason I'm going back there because you have an extensive amount of experience when it comes to sales, right? And you are also a mentor, a leader when it comes to teaching sales and negotiation, etc., etc. If I were to ask you, what would be those top three tools that you came across through the courses and everything that we have in the community, and that has really helped you? What would be the top three tools that you would recommend people who are actually in going through a lot of challenges or stressors, or who are in that kind of job which has a lot of demands or the
Yeah.
stakes are high?
It so happens, see, in sales today, youngsters, this school of thoughts always want things faster. Actually,
Mm,
what I suggest is that they should know themselves. We should be aware of yourself first. You should know yourself innerly. I mean, internally, that what you are, what's happening to you if something happens. Actually, unless you find out what's happening in your body, you cannot do anything. I mean, see, there
mm,
are two ways. If they are not reading about mindfulness or they're not following about the mindfulness, slowly, youngsters will move into sadness and then depression and
mm.
then take antidepressants on that. But there's other way also where
And
they don't have to
also,
take.
Alkesh, I'm sorry to plunge in here,
Yeah,
but also I see that if you're not able to achieve your targets and you're not able to keep up with the pace, you slowly slip into self doubt.
yeah,
You start feeling that maybe I'm not capable enough, or maybe this is not for me, or I'm not as good as the other people in the market.
yes. While I was telling you my journey when I did my self-evaluation, I missed to tell one thing that first I prepared the value stack. I
Ah,
missed out to tell you that. That was very important for doing my learning. I think I missed about that. Unless we have your value stack, you cannot live, I cannot say, I mean, I would say that ethical life. I mean, what
yes.
you want to do, what is your purpose of your life? You have come as a human being on this earth for some purpose. If you don't know what is your purpose,
Mm,
that's how you taught us what is a value stack actually.
yes.
I first prepared value stack, which had about 20 points on that. I said, these are so many things. Then I merged those points into some categories and groups like that. Then I found that my value stacks, what I follow from my family, from my father, is that
Mm,
ethics are there, authenticity is there, not shouting on people, training people, helping people, growth for yourself, family values. These are the things you keep it in on the side and then work for your job actually. If you don't have your values and then working on a job, you cannot achieve anything. I mean, you'll get a temporary jump, you temporary, hike in your, career, but at the end of the day, you're not happy inside.
so do you think that value stack also would be one of the tools that you
Value
recommend?
stacks is one of the best tools actually. You should know what is your purpose. You should have that curiosity actually. Why did you come? I mean, what do you want to do? What is your, I mean, in interviews you ask, what do you want to be next 5 years from now? I mean, people are not ready to answer that. They're not ready. They'll say, I want to become this, designation. But they don't know actually that at down the line when they turn 35, 40, then they start getting the issues of, stress and everything when come into family. But
Mm.
if they take up mindfulness, mindful living, conscious living from early stage, they would do wonders in life. I regret that, if I had found you when I was 30, I
Mm.
would have been a different person that time. But anyway, I mean, got selected and then we had to meet at this time. But yes, I know the change I didn't tell you about. When one person falls into that mindfulness living, the family also starts living on that.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
That's very important, actually. For example, as you said that you want to do a mission of mindful world.
yeah.
Simple thing on ICM Sundays, you see there are about 80 to 100 people coming on the ICM class. If you do like ripples of circles, 80 people are following mindfulness, okay, and then they have about four family members in house. They all learn about mindfulness, okay, and then those 80 guys go out in the world, and when they see that this guy is such a calm and how did it happen, he'll
Mm.
start telling that start living mindfully. See
Yeah.
the multiplication happening, and years down the line I'm going to stand next to you to make a mission possible.
We,
But
I,
yes,
I
people
need,
should practice.
I need visionaries like you.
Yeah,
Okay.
people should practice. If you don't practice, as you always say, implementation is the key. If you don't implement and practice, it's not possible.
I, I so very support you on that. So, Alkesh, number one would be self-awareness. Number two is value stack. What would be the
Yeah.
third tool according to you?
Yes, your framework. Your framework is excellent. For example, you have to find your stress pointers.
Oh, yes.
You
Mm.
go to, for example, you are in depression, you go to a psychiatrist, he'll keep you asking questions. I mean, but you have done a job of a psychiatrist also where you have put in a table that, boss, you
Yeah.
have got A, B, C problem, you must be this. You have
Yeah.
got these problems, you should do this. I mean, I think the psychiatrist would be, being, jealous of you that ki hamare business kha gaya, Alok. But yes, it has put a lot of effort from your end to put things on a proper place. And the thing is that you have taught them what are triggers. I mean, people would not know what is a trigger actually.
Yeah.
People would not know what is a pattern. Yes, I told you one on ICM Sunday that I had fixed patterns in my life.
Yeah.
मैं ऐसे ही करूंगा. I was
Mm.
totally working as a perfectionist. I realized that no, that is wrong actually. You should not be a perfectionist. You should be always a learner. अगर
Mm.
एक जगह से पेन भी हिल गए तो आई वाज गेटिंग एंग्री कि ऐसा क्यों हो गया मतलब. And those things are there at the young age. You want to be everything perfect. Targets, you ask your guy to get off the cabin. You shout on him, and that's basically at the age actually. But yes, you should not be perfectionist. You should be always having an urge, curiosity to learn more and become better every day.
So, I'd like to go a little bit deeper on what you just said, Alkesh. You just said that, पहले ऐसा होता था कि earlier थोड़ा सा भी मेरे हिसाब से अगर नहीं हो रहा है, according to me, if it is not happening, I used to get irritated, frustrated, I used to get angry.
Anger. I'm basically a Taurian. Just imagine a Taurian, how his
Yeah.
attitude or character would be. I mean,
And now it doesn't happen.
it doesn't happen.
Okay,
Doesn't happen.
so what is the mindset shift?
Mindset shifted that I know what is correct, what is wrong. I mean, I know my value stacks, what is correct, what is wrong in life. I know that I have to live in the present moment now. I don't want to live
Mm.
in past, or I don't want to live in the future.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
So
don't
I'll
want to
not
live like
let
that.
my emotions overpower me.
Yes, emotions. I mean, you also teach about emotions in your class where types of emotions are there. You get happy because of this. I'll get happy if I reach the destination. I had that dream. When once I reach a VP level, I get happy, but I forgot to enjoy the journey to reaching the VP level. I
Yes.
regret, but then I said, okay, that's okay. I mean, that's how I keep telling the youngsters, enjoy the journey. I mean, destiny will be always good. I'm lucky that my daughter listens to me as a nice daughter, but she has her own values and everything, and but she still keeps the family values, and she keeps learning. She keeps asking that what should I do about stress and everything. Then I tell about see the difference. I asked these questions in my yoga I shared with you. Guys, can you tell me what's the difference between stress and anxiety? Which you gave a very nice example.
Yeah.
None of the guys in my 50 students would say नहीं मुझे स्ट्रेस हो रहा है मुझे एंजाइटी हो रही है but none could give a proper definition. Then I told about X and 10X, and they
Ah.
said, sir, this is an excellent answer what you have taught us. अब हम स्ट्रेस पे रहेंगे but उसको हम एंजाइटी तक लेके नहीं जाएंगे मतलब.
Mm.
This comes, you have done this research. It's not that it just came out of some book and you have
Yes.
taught us. You have done a lot of research on that. Then you taught me that I was always in my comfort zone. And my first master class I shared with you that you can expand your comfort zone. I never knew that. Being in sales for 30 years, I thought comfort zone है या तो छोड़ के चले जाओ या तो इसमें ही रहना है आपको. But
Mm.
and then I learned the concept of what is expanding your comfort zone. So
Mm.
you're still in comfort zone, happy and still expanding your
Yeah.
your vision, your growth like that.
Yeah.
That was also a turning point for me.
Lovely. Awesome, Alkesh. I'm really, really humbled. I'm really happy to see the leap that you have taken as a person, as a leader, as a coach, as a father, as a husband.
Yes.
So, before we wind up the session, Alkesh, um, if I have to ask you that, just visualize you are standing on a stage with a mic in your hand, and there are hundreds and thousands of people who are standing there looking at you, waiting for pearls of wisdom or that one advice from you. Considering the life that you have lived till now, the ups and downs that you have gone through, when it comes to all the challenges, mental, emotional, physical, financial, in terms of work, etc., etc., what would be the advice that you would like to give them?
Well, if you say that, I see myself as a new Alkesh with new habits. If somebody asks me, Alkesh, what is the change you have after practicing meditation, mindfulness, and yoga, and especially the course what I've done from Alok, I would say that today I live in the moment. I don't live at the past. I don't live in the future. I
Mm,
live now. What has happened a couple of minutes back, I don't want to see that. I
mm,
just concentrate or live in the present moment now, the current stage. I know what's happening around me. I'm aware of
mm,
what's happening around me. That's one thing what I do. I live. I mean, I would always suggest people to prepare their value stacks. That
mm.
helps them to grow, to have a vision, to have a purpose in their life. After
Awesome.
doing your course, people get to know what are the stress pointers, and they should know the triggers. If you know the triggers, there's nothing rocket science that you cannot control your triggers. You should know
Exactly.
basically what your triggers are.
Yes.
And then your and everyone's favorite, prime.
Oh, yes.
How can I miss my prime? I told you, I shared you that I took a class on prime with my Lions Club members also.
Oh, yes.
They
Yes.
were they were super super excited, and they started practicing it actually. I was
Mm,
doing prime, I was doing yoga, I was doing meditation, I was reading, I was listening to music, but I was not doing as a structured thing, which you taught
mm.
me to do a structured thing.
Yeah.
The analogies you make, the examples you make are just out of the world. As I
Thank
told you,
you.
I was doing it. I was doing yoga. I was reading it. I was
Mm,
walking. I was eating normally. I don't put anything which is not good for my body in my mouth.
mm,
आप मुझे
mm.
उस पे golden coat भी लगा के दीजिए, मैं नहीं खाऊंगा उसका. It's
Yeah.
my body. I respect my
Mm,
temple.
mm,
So Prime was very helpful for me. And then,
mm.
journaling. I
Yes.
never knew like writing a gratitude journal will be, so touchy actually. I got when I first wrote my gratitude journal, actually, I started getting tears in my eyes.
Mm,
Especially when I felt that, and especially in COVID times, lakhs of people died, and you're, alive with the grace of God. I thank God every day that, my family is healthy, my family is alive, my friends are alive. And I, really feel sad what people have left. So at least I don't write or don't see what I don't have.
mm,
I keep reading daily what I have. I don't
mm.
want to go and see what I don't have anymore. I mean, it's not that I'm going into where ki mujhe, sannyas dena. No, I still live my life balancefully.
Yes.
But yes, I don't now put an effort thinking that what I don't have. I
Awesome.
just keep reading that what I have,
Mm.
and I'll work with you to make this, mindful mission as our mission for the.
Yes.
I'll do my part of my purpose of my life. You do your purpose of your life. I mean,
Yes.
and we'll do that.
And we have just started. So
Yes,
this is what I keep on telling to everyone, that this is just the first step. This is just
yes.
the
The
first step.
biggest success what I was that me and my daughter started a small firm called Discovering Horizons. Okay.
Oh, lovely. Mm.
Yeah, and that we are going to publish soon. That I'll be doing sales training, skills training, leadership training, and then also start my mindfulness and minimalistic coaching. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
I also believe in decluttering. Decluttering actually. One day my wife said that इतना खाली कर दोगे घर में कुछ बचेगा ही नहीं. I said नहीं, जो चीज नहीं चाहिए मुझे, जो चीज काम की नहीं है, we'll do decluttering on that. So
Yes.
I take regular classes with housewives how to do decluttering, and I find that they are not able to remove one spoon also from their kitchen. Such much, I mean, so much of that है hold है उन लोगों को कि छोड़ना नहीं है. So it takes a lot of effort for me
It
to
takes, yeah.
and I use your framework. Sorry, Alok, I use your framework. Someday I'll sit with you and have a coffee and have that thing done. But yes, I use your framework. I
Please do
change the
that.
name, but
Yeah.
then it helps me a lot.
Yes. No, see, the thing is, um, anything that can bring some kind of wisdom or difference in the world should be shared. So use it.
I'll share one more thing if you give me little time.
Yes.
I
Yes.
had a client, a lady, a rich Sindhi lady. She said that I want your help. I said, tell me what happens. I'm getting anxiety that I'm wearing the same dress in my kitty party. That level of anxiety she had.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And I said, this is easy for me now. I have just finished the course on with Alok. I picked up some frameworks from there. I gave her, some meditation tips. I gave her triggers, everything, and she paid me well. And then today she says that मुझे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता अभी.
Awesome.
मेरी मर्जी मुझे क्या पहनना है मैं पहनूंगा बट मैं खुश
Mm,
रहती हूँ कि मुझे क्या पहनना है.
mm,
And your framework worked actually. If I wanted to do training to her, I'll have to have referred so many things, put a
yeah.
Excel sheet and do it. But no, today I go back to my Excel sheet, remove tips from there and do a training that. It's
Awesome.
so fun actually. It's fun actually.
Yeah.
It's she has anxiety levels. She didn't want go into a depression level, but
Mm,
she was curious कि नहीं मुझे कोई लोग देखेगा कि वापस ड्रेस पहन के आए. So I didn't
mm.
want to her to go into that level and then go into depression.
Yeah, awesome. Alkesh, awesome. I'm really happy that, you know, you have already started, creating those ripple effects and
Yes.
lovely. Awesome. Alkesh, just be the lighthouse that you are and keep on spreading
Thank
that.
you.
Yes, fantastic.
Thank you.
Just to summarize what Alkesh said in terms of what has really helped them. Number one, live in the moment. That should be the theme and the keyword of life. Number two, he spoke about the importance of having a value stack. Number three is becoming more and more sensitive and aware about what's happening around you, what's
Around you.
happening to you, especially in terms of triggers. Number four is the prime, which helps you to build an unshakable routine throughout the day. And number five,
Holistically.
journaling.
Holistically. Yeah.
Holistically. Yes.
Holistically. Everything it covers.
Awesome. So thank you very much, Alkesh. Thank you very much for being here. And once again, congratulations to you for being a silver star.
Thank you. I would like to end with my favorite thing which I copy from you.
Yes.
Uh, Hi guys, I'm Alkesh Shah. I'm from Hyderabad. I'm a mindfulness and minimalistic coach.
Lovely.
This I'm going to do you very soon on that.
I would love to listen to that. I'd love to hear
Thank
you
you. Thank you
saying that.
so much. Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
You will not, realize that how much happy, how much contented I am after connecting with you.
Thank you. Thank you. That
हिंदी में कुछ कहते हैं ना कि आपने लाइफ जीना सिखा दिया एक्चुअली और खुश रहना सिखाया. Money
thank
will not buy everything. You need to be happy from your inner core actually. Yeah.
Can't agree more on that.
Yes.
Love. Fantastic. So we had Alkesh Shah with us today, and I'm sure you're inspired. You had lot of inputs, and I'm sure you have made a lot of notes. Yes.
Thank
So
you.
in the next session, we'll have one more silver star with us. Till then, take care. God bless you, and stay mindful. Thank you.
Thank you. Super gratitude to you. Thank you so much.